Hello and welcome to class 275. We're still on unit 24. Yesterday I said that maybe we could finish unit 24 yesterday, but we didn't. I'm slow. I'm going very slowly. Why? Because as I've told you, tal y como os he contado, o te he contado, as I've told you many, many times, this is 100 times more important than this for everyday speaking. So I'm going to continue exposing your ear to English grammar, English structure, basic grammar, basic structure, again and again, up, down, one side, left, top, down, right, left, until hasta la saciedad, until we fall, until my face turns blue. Okay, well, we'll be using the basic structure. So we're going to continue with point 23, the next to last point in unit 24. The next to last point. It's interesting, unit 24, and there are 24 points. All right, come. I come here every day by car. Yesterday I came by car. I've never come on a horse. I've never come here on a donkey. I've come here on foot several times. I've walked here. He andado aquí. Así se dice en inglés. I've walked here several times. I've driven here 1,000 times. But I've never come on horseback. I've never come on a donkey. I've never come riding a mule. I've never come by helicopter, and I've never come by private jet. Yes. So, but I've come here by taxi. Richard, how many times have you come to this studio by taxi? I've come here by taxi in the past 10 years, well, to this office. In the past 10 years, I've been working in this office, general office, for 10 years. Yeah, almost exactly. Now, I've come here by taxi maybe 30 times only. Not many, maybe 30 times. The rest of the time I've come by car, and I've walked here. I've come on foot. Venir en pie, decimos en inglés, no de pie. I've come on foot maybe 10 times in the past 10 years. Maybe more, maybe 15. Because last year I came here on foot about at least 6 times. I came by on foot last year. And why did you come on foot so many times last year? Last year, my car was in the shop for about a month. Your car was where? My car was in the shop for about a month. Tu coche estaba en la tienda. No, excuse me. Shop has 2 meanings. Shop means tienda, but shop also means el taller mecánico de coches. The workshop. Workshop is un taller. Workshop. Shop. And we say my car is in the shop. It means mi coche está en el taller. So, last year my car was in the shop for a month. What was the problem? No, not really a problem. It was simply the workshop was a bit lazy. But nevertheless, I came here by taxi maybe 5 times. I came by public transport maybe 10 times. And I walked 5 or 6 times. How long did it take you to walk here last year? Well, it took me 50 minutes. 50 minutos. I know, because I came here 6 times. So, and how long did you walk back? Yes, I walked back. How long did it take to walk back? It took 45 minutes to walk back. So, it took you 50 minutes to come and 45 minutes to go back. Why? It's the same distance, right? Or did you use a different route? No, I didn't use a different route. I used the same route. The fastest or shortest route. Well, why did it take you more time to come than to go back? Because from my house to here is continuously uphill. And from here to my house is continuously downhill. Uphill, downhill. Cuesta arriba, cuesta abajo. Uphill. Aprender inglés es una tarea cuesta arriba. Learning English is an uphill task. It's not downhill. Okay, downhill. Uphill and downhill. All right, so how much did that shirt cost? This shirt, I have no idea. 30 euros? I don't know. I don't know how much a shirt costs. To tell you the truth, I have no idea. I never go shopping. I never go shopping. My wife buys the shirts for me. I don't buy them. I hate shopping. I will go shopping only if you point a gun at me. I will go shopping. So, and I will put off shopping forever. You'll put where? No, put off. What is that? Ir aplazando. Tomorrow, next week, next month, next year, next century, if possible. I hate shopping. Why do you hate shopping? I don't know. But I hate going shopping. I hate going shopping. All right, it's my problem. All right, to cut. I need to cut my hair. Yes. But who cuts your hair? The barber does. When was the last time a barber cut your hair? The last time a barber cut my hair, the last time a barber cut my hair was a month and a half ago. Yeah. It's getting too long. My hair is getting too long. I need to get a haircut. Así se suele decir en inglés. I need to get a haircut para hombres. Women have 100 different ways of saying it. I need to get a haircut. Or I need to have my hair cut. Yeah. I need to cut my hair is also correct if you cut it yourself. And I don't cut my hair myself. I go to a barber. I go to a hairdresser. Okay. And they cut my hair. How long does it take them to cut your hair? 10 minutes. 15 minutes. It's fast. How much does it cost? It costs 14 euros. Really? 14 euros. Yeah. Do you give them a tip? I give them either 15 euros or 20. If I have a 20 euro banknote or bill, if I have a 20 euro bill, I just leave it. Because once every, I like the barbers. A barber doesn't earn too much money. So for me to lose 6 euros once every month and a half is not going to change my life. Now for the barber to receive 6 euros is not going to change his life either. But it's a nice gesture. It's a nice gesture. Okay? And I never make reservations. I never call the barber shop. But when I go, instant service. Why? Because I always leave a tip. All right, and they appreciate it. They appreciate it. The problem is the day I stop giving them a tip, they don't like me. All right, that's the problem. You need to be careful with this. All right, so how many important things did you do yesterday? Yesterday I did at least 100 important things. Wow, what was the first important thing you did yesterday? The first important thing I did yesterday was to wake up. All right. What was the second important thing you did yesterday? The second important thing I did was to get up. Oh. And then what was the third important thing you did? The third important thing I did was to pour my coffee. So everything you did yesterday was important. Yes. Everything I did yesterday was important. Yes. Or nothing I did was important. It depends on your definition of what's important in life. Yesterday, to tell you the truth, I didn't do anything important. have you ever done anything important? Yeah, I suppose I've done a few important things in my life. Yes, I've had 2 children. Those were important things. Yes. I started a company that employs 600 people. Yeah, so I've done a few important things. Every year, between myself, my people, and my company, we've paid millions to the tax man. Every year we contribute millions of euros to the al fisco, to the general economy, to the public treasury, al tesoro público. So we have contributed. So is that important? So I've done a few important things in my life. I've done a few important things in my life. Yeah. But have you ever done anything bad? Yeah, I've done a few things that I consider bad. Stealing toys when I was 7. Yeah. But I haven't done many bad things in my life. Really. It sounds pretentious, but I haven't done many bad things in my life. Okay, have you ever drunk whiskey? Yes, I've drunk whiskey. Well, that's bad. No, it's not. Well, it depends. If you drink too much, yes. But if you drink one whiskey, I'm not a whiskey fan. I don't drink whiskey. Well, when was the last time you drank whiskey? I don't remember. The last time I drank whiskey was maybe 10 years ago. When was the last time you drank gin? I've never drunk gin in my life. Really? Ginebra? No, I've never drunk gin. Well, I took a sip when I was 20 years old. Ugh, and I didn't like it. I took a sip, un sorbito. So, yes, I've drunk whiskey, but only a very small amount once in my life. Have you ever drunk rum? Yes. When I was in college, at the university, Los Britannios at uni. When I was at college, I drank rum and Coke, Cuba Libre, sometimes, maybe once every 2 months, but not very often. And have you ever drunk vermouth? Vermouth? No, I've never drunk vermouth. I've never tried it. Have you ever drunk wine? Yes, I've drunk a lot of wine in my life. Have you ever gotten drunk with wine? Only once in my life. Only once. What kind of wine did you drink? I drank Spanish wine. And how much did you drink? I drank a bottle and a half. You drank a bottle and a half of wine? Yes. It's a long story. How old were you? I was 20. Where did this take place? When I got drunk with wine, it took place here in Madrid, in an apartment. And was it your apartment? No, it was Sonia's apartment. Who's Sonia? She's an American girl, not Spanish. An American girl, blonde, very pretty. Oh, and what happened? Well, Sonia, at that time, I was 20 and she was 20. Sonia was living with 2 other American girls, 3 American girls, living in an apartment on Altamirano Street. And I went to visit them with 2 friends, 2 guys, myself, Bob, and Enrique, and we went. The plan was all 6 to go out together. But Sonia was sick. She was ill. She had a fever. She wasn't feeling well. And so she decided not to join us. And so I said, hey, I'll stay here with you. So I decided to stay with Sonia, to take care of her, because she wasn't feeling well and she was in bed. She was in bed. But she wasn't feeling well. She had a temperature. So I pulled up a chair I pulled up, sat down with a bottle of wine, and we started talking. So I was keeping her company. Hacerle compañía. Decimos en inglés, guardarle compañía, to keep. I was keeping Sonia company. And I continued drinking wine. Finally, I don't remember, but I woke up later. Everybody came back. I was on the sofa, and Sonia had to take me to the sofa. Poor Sonia. She was the sick one, and I got drunk with wine. That's the only time in my life with wine. All right, so I drink a lot of wine, yes, every day, a little bit, not too much. All right, did you drive here today? Yes, I drove here today. How many times have you driven to this place, to this studio this week? I've driven here 3 times this week. I've driven. Have you ever driven a race car? No, I haven't. Have you ever driven a truck? No, I haven't. Have you ever driven a van? Una furgoneta. Yes, I have. Have you ever driven a tractor? No, I haven't. Have you ever driven a stock car? No, I haven't. Have you ever driven Marta crazy? I don't think so. Have you ever driven your wife crazy? Probably. Have you ever driven your children crazy? No, I don't think so. Have your children ever driven you crazy? Oh yeah, many, many times. Has your wife ever driven you crazy? Yes, many times. Has Marta ever driven you crazy? Not yet. Okay. Volverle loco a otro, o que otro te vuelva loco a ti, is to drive. Se dice to drive. Me estás volviendo loco con tu actitud. You're driving me crazy. You are driving me crazy. Yesterday you drove me crazy. Every day this week you have driven, up to now, so far, you have driven me crazy every day. I'm going crazy because you're driving me crazy. So, cuando uno se vuelve loco, lo dije hace un mes o unas semanas, cuando uno se vuelve loco is to go. Se dice, go crazy. Me estoy volviendo loco, I'm going crazy. I'm going mad. Mad o crazy, los dos valen. Ahora, cuando es por culpa de otro, ese otro te vuelve loco, is to drive. Abandonamos go y decimos drive. Me conduce a la locura, más o menos. She's driving me. Marta's never driven me crazy, and I think I've never driven her crazy. We don't drive each other crazy. Are you going crazy now, Marta? No, she says she's not. She says she's not. She says she's not going crazy. Am I driving you crazy? She's shaking her head. She says I'm not. She says I'm not driving her crazy. Am I driving you crazy? A little bit? Okay, I'll go on. To eat. Richard, how many walnuts did you eat yesterday? Huh, how did you know? How did you know I ate walnuts yesterday? Well, because a few days ago you were talking about walnuts. Huh? I don't remember. I ate 4 walnuts yesterday. Wow, only 4? Why not 5? I was in the kitchen, okay, and I had a plate of 2 fried eggs, some bacon, and some toast. And I was carrying the plate, and I saw some walnuts on the counter, on a plate. And I grabbed 4, and I put them in my pocket, and I carried. And then when I sat down, I started eating the eggs, and I forgot I had 4 walnuts in my pocket. When I finished 1 egg, I said, I remembered. So I put my hand in my pocket, and I took out 3 of the 4 walnuts and put them on the table. Why didn't you take out all 4? Well, because when I took my hand out, there were only 3. I was planning to take out 4. I was going to take out 4, but I only took out 3, and I put them on the table. And what did you do with the 4th? Well, I proceeded to put my hand back into my pocket. I took it out, and put it. And when did you eat the walnuts? I ate them after I finished the eggs and bacon and toast. How did you crack the walnuts? I cracked them with a nut cracker. Yes. Como Tchaikovsky, El Cascanueces. A nut crack is agrietar, crack. All right. So I cracked the nuts and I ate them after I ate the eggs, after I ate the bacon, and after I ate the toast. Then I ate the walnuts. And how many walnuts have you eaten so far this month? I've eaten probably about 25 walnuts. Estamos en temporada. It's the season. It's the season for walnuts. So I've eaten about 25 maybe so far this month. How many almonds have you eaten so far this month? Almonds. Almendras. I've eaten about the same, maybe 25 almonds, maybe 30. You eat almonds more quickly. Maybe 100 almonds. I don't know. I've eaten. And how many steaks have you eaten so far this month? I think I've eaten 3 steaks so far this month. Okay. And how many times have you eaten in a restaurant so far this month? I've eaten in a restaurant maybe 5 times so far this month. Which one was the best? Oh, it's very clear. The best restaurant this month I've eaten was a menu of the day restaurant. It was the cheapest. It was only 12 euros per person, but it was delicious. Well, what did you eat? What did you eat for the first course? For the first course, se dice course para primer plato, segundo plato, como curso. The first course I ate potaje de garbanzos. Wow. All right, was it good? It was delicious. Okay, what did you eat for the second course? Well, for the second course, I ate ragut de ternera con patatas. So, just beef with potatoes. Was it good? It was delicious. And what did you eat for dessert? I didn't order dessert. Why didn't you order dessert? Because I'm not a dessert eater, really. I went straight to the coffee. Oh, did you drink a coffee? Yes, I drank a coffee. And who did you have lunch with? I had lunch with 2 other gentlemen. Were they famous? Oh, well, yes and no. One of them is well known. Famous, I don't like the word famous. One of them is very well known in the world of football, but the other one also, his father was famous in the world of football. It's interesting. But Richard, are you a football player? No, I'm not a football player. Were you a football player when you were younger? I was an American football player, and I played soccer. But I didn't play soccer in formal leagues. I played soccer in the university and in high school, secondary school and higher education. I played soccer internally in the university system, but I didn't play against other universities. I wasn't a member of the soccer team, but I was a member of the football team in high school. All right, so fall. Richard, how many times have you fallen in love in your life? Oh, 1,000 times. Yes, I've fallen in love 1,000 times. And how many times did you materialize it? None. Well, a few times. Platonic, yes. To fall. Have you ever fallen in love with a Japanese woman? No, I've never fallen in love with a Japanese woman. Have you ever fallen from the top of a building? No, I've never fallen from the top of the building. When it rains, does the water fall to the ground or does it fall up? Come on, the water falls to the ground. When was the last time you fell in love? The last time I fell in love was yesterday, probably, or last week. When was the last time you fell out of a tree? I've never fallen out of a tree. When was the last time you fell into a swimming pool? Well, I've never fallen into a swimming pool. My sister pushed me into the swimming pool, and I fell into the swimming pool. But my sister pushed me. Why did your sister push you into a swimming pool? I don't know. How old were you when you fell into the swimming pool? When I fell into the swimming pool, I was probably 8 years old, and my sister was 11. Yeah, I was probably a nuisance, a bother. I was probably bothering my sister, molestándola, and she pushed me, and I fell into the swimming pool. I was dressed when I fallen. Yes, but I've never fallen into a river. But with this, I have to say goodbye. So, see you tomorrow.